Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Kelly. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Last year, New Orleans dead last, number 32 in passing defense. Something that was exploited game after game. You know, though, those guys are tired of hearing about it. Now they just want to fix it.
And you fix it with players playing better. We know that. But also you fix it with scheme. You look at what you have and say, can we play the style that we played in 2016? And you and I both know the New Orleans defensive staff. They like to be aggressive. They like to get after the quarterback, put their guys in a lot of man coverage. Maybe we'll play a little more zone in 2017, take some of the pressure off of the back end of the defense.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. It's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Set! I touch you now, Barney!
From the gun, Kelly. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Ajayi. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Kelly. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nate Stupar. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he's going to go down again. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick. And not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game.
Easy.
First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one, where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So now here come the Dolphins. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Ajayi last year, 1,272 yards, third most in a single season in Dolphin history.
And he helped transform Miami into a playoff team in 2016.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Gun! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here they come! On!
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Detroit! Now! Green 39! Green 39! No! Check! Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch it now! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They run again with Ajayi. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Hurry up, here we go! Blue landing! No! Check! Patriot! Detroit!
On the ground with a tight end. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. This from 54 yards away. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Easy!
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflected.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bostic coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. When you and I did the weekly commentary updates last year, it seemed like we always used to talk about Michael Thomas week after week.
And it piled up. 92 catches on the season, but the thing that really struck me was doing a New Orleans game and talking with a few of his teammates who talked about how much the game meant to him. And he was upset with guys he didn't think cared about the game enough. Unusual for a rookie, but it's a good sign for him. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Breeze to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. Kelly to throw. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Play action, it's Kelly. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Breeze to throw on second down. Snead's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Breeze finding Snead there for a Saint first down. Remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Off the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll fake to Peterson, and now Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Breeze. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with a Jai. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now! No, check! Patriot! Set! Blue, landing!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now it's Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On second down, Kelly. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go! Good! Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, Detroit!
Here's Kelly, off play action. He's thrown at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First and goal, they'll look to... And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On second down, here's Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. This is Archer. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
No, check, Patriot, let's go.
They run with Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. On 1st and 10, Kelly. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Fresh set of downs here. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Breeze now to throw. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Bree's going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now Kelly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start the drive with Peterson. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And some changes here as the deep. Now Breeze lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, Detroit. Detroit. Now, let's go.
This is Ajayi. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Breeze now on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now, Breeze again. And he's got Fuller. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On 1st down, Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Breeze now on first down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Twisting away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kelly. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Looks like he'll throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A play fake. Now Kelly. And it's caught by Parker. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Back there, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they will take a knee here. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest right down at the 1-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try here for Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.